Internal investigation of officer-involved shooting suspect.
Hello, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
We've met. I'm Major Football. Nice to meet you. And I'm Major Football. Nice to meet you.
Alright, so, thank you guys for coming. We good? Do we need restrooms or anything before we get going? Okay. Alright, so, Officer Bricker, I'm Justin Blacklock, ID's on 5, right, we've met already, but just to get that off there. For the record, can you please tell me your name and spell it?
Caleb Bricker, C-A-L-E-B, and then Bricker, B-R-I-C-K-E-R.
Cool. Your birth date, sir? 11/2003. Yes, sir. Your social? Okay, is the address on your license current? Do you need it? Sure, yeah, I'll take it.
You my license, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your phone number, the one we've been talking on, is a good number. Thank you, sir. Cool, thanks, brother. So the way it's going to go, I kind of have a little list that I'm going to go through. So at the beginning, it's going to kind of seem a little robotic. After we get through this, we'll get into the incident, okay? You work with Nmsp. How long have you been with State Police?
Do you want from the academy or just on the streets?
Let's do from a graduation date.
So it would be graduation date December 20th.
Okay. So graduated December 20th, 2024?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Do you have any previous law enforcement academy? Or law enforcement experience?
No, sir.
Okay. What class was that in December 20th?
The 104th.
Traditional?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
24 or 25?
Graduated 24.
2024.
All right. No previous law enforcement?
No, sir.
Okay. Do you have any advanced training right now in law enforcement?
Just my ERO training, that's it.
Okay. Your ERO?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Are you assigned any specialty units or specialty teams?
No, sir.
Do you know how often you receive training? Like biennium, stuff like that? I know you're fairly new, so.
Not at this point, no.
Okay. When did you graduate or when were you released from FTO?
I don't remember the exact date. I know it was in April, though. I'd been off for 3 weeks at that point.
Okay. So approximately 3 weeks before the incident?
Yes.
Okay. How do the phases work now in FTO?
You have 4 phases.
Okay.
They're usually a month long. The last one, your last phase, I believe it was only like 3 weeks or
Okay.
somewhere right there. First one, of course, you're just sitting there and just watching everything.
Yeah.
Your second one, that's when we started driving, started doing a lot more.
Okay.
Third one, they're just kind of there to watch and make sure you're doing everything kind of safe, doing it safely. If you
Okay.
have questions, you can still ask. And now in the 4th phase, they're either riding with you or they drive with you, or they're in another unit behind you, and you're just kind of like doing your own thing at that point.
Okay. How did FTO go? What did you say?
My first phase was absolutely trash. But after that, I felt like I picked everything up
Fairly well.
I got on my forget what they're called, but I got
The DRs?
the DORs. I did decent on them.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
I felt pretty good on it.
Well, they released you on time, right? It wasn't extended or
No,
anything,
sir.
right? So, okay. So obviously you did okay. Yeah, right. And I appreciate your honesty about the hardship with the first phase.
Mhm.
You know, sometimes getting into you're just thrown into the wolves and it's sink or swim, and sometimes it's kind of hard, so we get it. Since you've started out in the field, have you had any, do you guys like run through drills, like room clearing stuff, or do you do anything like that?
We did. We have one of the tech guys with us up there. So they're just like, he give me scenarios. Like, how would you do in this? What would you do in this stuff?
Okay.
They do a lot of that. They ask you like, what in this scenario, what would you do? And I'll
Mhm.
kind of like coach you through if you didn't answer correctly, or yeah, just like stuff like that. It's
Okay.
just basically a lot of scenarios.
Was it helpful to you?
Yes.
Yeah, sounds like it would be very helpful. Now, how about before law enforcement? What did you do?
I just a lot of construction jobs.
Okay.
Just operating heavy equipment, and that's kind of basically it.
Okay. And I know you told me you worked for Bar 2
Yes.
before.
Mhm.
What was your job there?
Heavy equipment operator.
Okay.
Worked out at the crusher. They have they have two different sides of it. I worked on the crusher side,
Okay.
so we just like crushed rock and hauled it down to the basic to the
tough work.
kind of sort of. I mean, you're just in a machine. Sometimes you're on a sledgehammer, but it wasn't that bad.
Okay. Okay, cool. What schedule were you working at the time of this incident?
A 6 to 2, so I was working day shift.
6 a.m. to 2 p.m.?
Yes.
All right. How many hours of sleep do you usually get every night?
I try about 7 to 8. I try. Sometimes I like stay up for no reason, but I
Mhm.
usually try to get 7 or 6 to 8 or somewhere around there.
Okay. So on average, you're between 6 to 8 hours of average. That's good. On the incident date, how was your sleep?
Good.
Yeah.
I think I got a lot. It was in that time frame. I don't really remember how long I slept that night,
Okay.
but fell asleep. I mean, felt good.
Do you remember when you went to bed that night?
9, 10-ish,
Okay.
probably. Somewhere around there.
And what time do you usually wake up before you get ready for
I
work?
try to wake up like 4:30 usually, just to get ready,
Okay.
because it is an hour drive up there. So
Right. Okay. On the day of the incident, did you consume any alcohol or drugs?
no, sir.
Okay. What type of uniform do you usually wear?
Standard, the Class A.
The Class A? All right. So it's standardized, it has all the patchings as required by policy. Okay, so the patchings on the collar, the shoulder, where's your badge at?
Right, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's on your chest. All right. Nameplate.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Your audio device, the Axon, working properly, everything?
Mhm.
Okay. On your belt, how is your belt oriented, your tools on your belt?
So I keep my gun on my right side. I
Okay.
keep the baton behind it.
Okay.
My mag pouch is right here. And my Axon's right here. My mag pouch goes right here.
Okay.
I have my taser on this side. And then I keep both handcuffs on the back.
Okay.
And then, I also keep my tourniquet on this side as well. On the right side.
Okay, so on your right side you have your gun, your baton, your tourniquet.
Yes.
Left side you have your mags, your mag pouches, your taser,
And my Axon camera right there.
Axon, that's right. Your radio, where is that?
It's on this side back here.
Okay. And then your cuffs are on your back?
Yes.
Alright, your patrol vehicle, obviously I've seen it. What type of vehicle is it?
It's a Tahoe.
It's the Tahoe?
Yes. It's a 2019.
Okay. Describe the markings on it, how,
It's just fully marked state police unit. It's
Okay.
black and white. Has a full light bar on top.
Okay.
Has the state police logo on both sides. Says state police on the back. Has my call sign on the right side, 1164.
okay,
The unit number is 577.
okay. 577?
Yes, sir.
Your call sign's 1164?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The emergency equipment, you said there's a full light bar on the top?
Full light bar. There's
What
lights on the
else?
front. There's lights on the back. It
Okay.
has sirens on it as well. That was working.
Everything good?
Yes, everything was working at the time.
Alright. Vehicle running good? Driving good? Alright. It has the dash camera that acts on?
Yes.
And that worked good?
Yes.
Okay. Cool, thank you. That'll work. Now can you just run me through what happened that day, please?
Okay. So I was working, Officer Bricker, Mexico State Police. I was in my full Class A.
Mm-hmm.
I was working a 6 to 2 a.m. shift in the county of Sierra in the state of New Mexico. It was about 11:39. I pulled a vehicle over on 3rd and Ash.
Okay.
It was a tan Subaru, I believe. I pulled this vehicle over for the registration had been expired for 2 months.
Okay.
Talked to the lady. She was super nice. I don't believe that she knew that her registration was out of date so far. So back to my unit, I ran her information, and then I did also look at her license plate. Her sticker it was on there since 2024. So I was like, okay, she probably doesn't know, or she just whatever. So I backed up to the vehicle. I just told her I was going to give her a warning on it. So
Okay.
she was super nice with me. I was like, it's not that big of a deal. Just get it fixed, okay?
Yeah.
She's like, okay, thank you. So I handed her back all her information. At that point, I cleared from that stop, and then I took a right onto Ash, went all the way down to First.
Okay.
Took a right onto First, and was sitting at the stop sign, letting vehicles pass me at that point. I observed a white GMC. I got behind the GMC. He's heading northbound on Date. I conducted an NCIC search on the registration plate of his vehicle. When I did that, I was made known of a warrant out of Arizona. I looked at the driver's information on the registered owner. The name and date of birth fit out of the Arizona warrant. It was for sexual assault, probation violation. The vehicle continued down North Day Street. I followed the vehicle. He took a left onto Ashburg Avenue. This area is kind of there's a lot of stores. So he took a left down Ashburg Avenue and then took a left into the Walmart. I did not follow the vehicle at that point. I took a right into the bank that's up there. I don't remember what the bank's name is called.
Okay.
At that point, I put it in park and called dispatch because I was not, I didn't have a social or anything to match up with the warrant and the registered owner at that point. So I called dispatch. I was trying to get more information on if it was the warrant or if it was the person, because we do get a lot of false warrants. They'll come up. They'll just have the same name and date of birth, but sometimes it's not the person. I didn't want to do that, so I called her. I called the dispatcher. She ran a check on the license that was on the vehicle. She told me that it was a sex offender. The pictures did match up because they had pictures. So at that point, I pulled into the Walmart, probably like a few spaces down. I was very close to the exit. I saw the vehicle that I ran the plate on. I grabbed my binoculars that I had in my unit, and I sat there and waited. It was probably about 15, 20 minutes when I sat there. And then I saw a male walk out. He had white hair, white beard. It matched the picture that I had pulled up still on my computer.
Okay, cool.
He had a grocery bag in his hand. I don't remember which hand it was, but I remember walking out the grocery bag. I waited until he got into the vehicle. He got in the driver's side door, got in. I didn't see anyone else with him. I let him back out, pull out to the right entrance. That's at that point, I drove down to the left exit of the Walmart, pulled out and sat by the wall, still in the roadway, and let him pull out, and that's when I got behind him on Ashburg Avenue. I turned on my lights, my emergency equipment. He pulled over as fast as he could. It was probably the safest part that he could pull over, honestly. He pulled into the gas station, the fast stop.
Okay.
So as he did that, I got out. I didn't see anything that was concerning with any movements that he was doing, as it was just a single cab pickup, so I could see him. There was no there was nothing in the back. I made a passenger side approach. I told him the reason for the stop was because the registered owner of this vehicle has a possible warrant. I asked him, have you ever been to Arizona? Because that's where the warrant was out of, and it was coming from a Arizona driver's license. He said, no, I've never been to Arizona. I said, did you just buy this vehicle or anything like that? No. I asked, he said no, that he did not just buy the vehicle. I was like, okay, can I get your license, registration, insurance? At that point, he was only able to provide me his license and insurance, I believe, at that point.
Okay.
So I backed away from the window, probably about a foot, something like that. I ran his license to dispatch. She let me know that there was an active warrant on the license that I just ran for him. So I went back to the window, and then she asked me, do you want me to confirm it? And I said yes. I asked him, hey, is there any weapons in the vehicle? Because at the point when I came back to the window, he was acting very nervous. It was concerning to me for my officer's safety. How he was acting, he was kind of just a little erratic with what he was doing. So I was like, hey, were you able to find the registration? He said no, and at that point he, with his right hand, opened the glove box and grabbed papers, a lot of papers out of it. He just grabbed all of the papers that are in his glove box and put them on the seat. There was a lot of stuff on the seat at that point. I didn't see any weapons, but I did ask him, hey, is there any weapons in the vehicle? He said no, that there's no weapons in the vehicle. I said okay. I was like, hey, since it's okay, you can't find your registration, I can just look on my computer, see if it's there or not. At that point, when I told him to step out, it seemed like he was going to step out, and then I don't know where he grabbed the gun from. I just remember seeing him reach down, and then he pulled up a pistol. It looked to be like a little 9mm. It had a brown handle, a black frame. He just pulled it, pointed it right at me. I saw the muzzle of the gun. At that point, I backed away from the window and pulled out my department-issued firearm, and I believe I shot two rounds at him. And then he stayed in the vehicle at that point. From watching the video now, I shot 4. I started backing away from the vehicle. He stayed in it, and he took off onto Date, and he was going southbound now, so he took a right. I got back into my unit. I followed him. I called out on dispatch that shots were fired and that I was following him. He went into the roundabout that's right there. Took a left on Highway 181. He continued down Highway 181, and then he took a left on Highlands Road. As I was following him, when I got on Highway 181, that's when I pulled out my department-issued rifle, and I did jack around into it. When he turned on to Highlands Road, I knew he did not live there. I previously had worked for these people, and I knew that he did not live there at all. So it was concerning for me on why he was turning down the road that I knew he did not live down. He did have, he had, I forgot how you say it. He had, I don't know how to say it, but he was he was a lot farther than a way that I was comfortable with, because as you go up a Highlands Road, it kind of goes it flattens up on top, but you have to go down to a dip, so I lost eyes on him as he did that.
Okay.
And I didn't want him to possibly barricade in the house, because I knew he didn't live there, and I knew people were probably home at that point, or try to ambush me when I came up the hill.
Okay.
So that's when I went up. He continued down Highlands Road for probably about half a mile.
Okay.
And that's when I saw the brake lights on the vehicle stop, or he was coming to a stop at that point. I threw my door open, threw it in park. I got out with my rifle. I gave him commands to let me see his hands, and I did tell him I was going to shoot him. And then at that point, I believe he fired off 2 rounds. So I backed away, got onto my passenger side of my unit on the back side. I was still giving commands. He shot twice. That's when I fired at the back and or where he was at, because at that point he did get out. I could not see him because he was staying between his door and the inside of the pickup. He did not fully get out of the vehicle. So I fired at his last known location, trying to stop the threat. That's when I fired at him. There was a pause, and then I saw him pop his head out. I fired one round at center mass at his head because I believed if I gave him time, or just gave him time or the opportunity to, I believe that he was gonna get out and try firing at me, because at that time I did not believe that he knew where I was.
Okay.
So I shot one round at center mass at his head. He fell underneath the truck. I did not know if he was hit at that point. I called out to dispatch that he was possibly hit. I let them know that I was giving commands. I gave him commands, let me see your hands so I can help you. I was there still by myself. The first unit that came was a game and fish unit. I don't know who it was. They got out, went onto the driver's side of my vehicle on the back side, and just held there until we got more units. The second unit was my state police lieutenant.
Okay.
And at that point, that's when everyone else started showing up. It was Tier C PD, Sierra County SO. As everyone got there, they planned to have me get back into my unit, and pull my unit up to the truck, because I stopped a pretty far distance away from him. So that's how we did it. I got back into my unit. I put my rifle back, just on the just back in right there. I pulled out my pistol again, and just in case if he started shooting at me, I did not want to just not be armed at that point.
Right.
So we moved up on him. My lieutenant and I believe another Tier C PD unit went on the left side, cleared him. They told me that he was dead at that point. I did, sorry, I didn't go back, but I did call a 55 while we were waiting.
Okay.
But they went around, did say that he was dead, but they still could not see the firearm at that point.
Okay.
And then at that point, that's when they were like, all right, just walk away, we have it from here.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for that. You said something and I appreciated it, when you first fired at the driver, you said you thought you had fired two. You did review the video today, that's no secret, right? And when you reviewed the video, you realize now that you fired more than that?
Yes.
Okay. I appreciate you pointing that out. It's really important in this interview. The video is helpful, but it's really also very important if you remember things a certain way that maybe isn't exactly 100% how the video showed it. It's really important that you relay to me how you remembered it and how you perceived it. Okay, so I appreciate you doing that. You still doing okay? Do you need a break or anything?
No, sir.
Okay. So I'm gonna kind of back up and kind of go over what you had just told me, just to be sure I got everything correct there. Okay. So the first time you saw the GMC pickup was at Ash and what intersection?
It would be, at that point, it would be First and Date.
First and Date, okay. You turned onto Ash,
To get back.
turned onto First,
Yes.
and then at First and Date is where you saw it?
Yes.
Okay. And his vehicle was traveling northbound, heading in the general direction towards Walmart, Chevron, that area.
Yes.
Okay. You followed him. Do you know if he saw you behind him?
I believe he did see me. I mean,
Were you right behind him?
I was right behind him because he stopped at a stoplight and I stopped behind him, and that's when I did my NCIC search on my CAD.
Oh, okay. So you did the NCIC search on your CAD
Yes.
at the stoplight?
Yes.
All right. Is that when you first noticed that the registered owner had a warrant?
Yes.
Okay. So you guys turned left at the stoplight then, right?
No, at that time we continued straight.
Oh, okay. The
So,
stoplight
yeah.
at Third and Date.
Yes, so we
Okay.
have to continue straight at that point.
All right. So, okay. You followed him to Walmart area, but you went to the bank.
Yes.
Okay. And so you said Asheville, this is in Tier C, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And then at the bank, you spoke with the dispatcher?
Yes.
Do you remember which dispatcher?
I do not remember.
Okay. About what time was that phone call made?
It would probably be like 11:50-ish, I believe, because I did have to wait a little bit until they finally came out of the.
Okay. And was that the department's cell phone?
Yes.
And that was to get more info on whoever this person was who had a warrant. All right. You got more info. You confirmed with the dispatcher that the registered owner was in fact the one who had the warrant. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. A little while, you went into the Walmart parking lot with your binoculars. You watched, and then a little while later, a gentleman exited Walmart, got into the vehicle, and it matched the description of the one.
Yes, of the picture that I had.
Okay.
It was a driver's license picture that I was using.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. Did you believe it to be the same person?
Yes.
All right. You said he went out the right entrance.
Yes.
Which entrance is that?
I don't know. It goes off on the same street.
Right.
So there's two different ones. There's just a right and a left. He went down to the right. That's the closest one to the Chevron.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I was facing the one that just goes, that if you go left on that one, it just goes to a straight dead end.
Okay.
So that's the one I took to get behind him.
Okay. So you went out the exit entrance that's closer to the Walmart,
Yes.
and he was out at the corner that's further away from
Yes.
the Walmart. Okay. I just wanted to be sure I understood that. You got behind him there, and at that point you conducted the traffic stops. How do you conduct your traffic stops? How do you signal the guy to stop?
So what I usually, on my traffic stops, I usually will call out traffic before I conduct my emergency equipment.
Okay.
I knew what road we were on. I knew he was more than likely going to pull into the gas station. So at that point, I called out his license, or I called out the vehicle description, the license plate, where I was at, and then I let them know that we were pulling into the Chevron parking lot.
Okay.
And so once I call everything out, I'll turn on my emergency equipment. Yes.
Okay. So you signaled them to stop with your lights.
Mm-hmm.
All right. He pulled over right away.
Yes.
It was actually a pretty safe area, good stop.
Yes.
A good place to stop.
Mm-hmm.
You said he was acting erratic and nervous.
Yes.
Can you tell me what that means to you?
To me, it was just he wasn't talking that much either.
Okay.
A lot of people with on traffic stop, it seem like they talk a lot, or they're like, if you tell them like, hey, the registered owner of the vehicle usually has a warrant, they'll act surprised or like, what? He didn't act any of those ways that I've seen since I've been on. He seemed very just short to the point. Nope.
Okay.
And then just the way he was grabbing things just was very concerning for me because all of his movements were very fast.
He was moving fast.
Yeah, he was just moving fast, and it was just I personally did not like that.
Right. So he was moving fast. He was grabbing a lot of things. What was he grabbing exactly?
At that point, he opened the glove box and just quickly grabbed everything out of the glove box.
Okay.
And then just threw it on the seat and was like trying to look through it like that.
Okay. You talked with him for a while. You confirmed the warrant. You asked him to get out.
Mm-hmm.
You thought he was going to get out? Is that what I heard?
It seemed like he did. He was gonna step out.
Okay.
He did motion like he was gonna get out. Like he lifted up his leg to get out. The door was still closed at that point. And then that's when I don't know where he grabbed it from, but it was underneath. I think the bag. The grocery bag was right there.
Okay.
I think it was underneath the bag, and I just could not see it at that point.
The grocery bag. So was it in which seat was it?
So it was just a bench seat.
Okay.
So there's no passenger seat or anything like that. It's just a bench seat, and there was just a lot of stuff in the bench seat.
Okay. Was the grocery bag just right next to him?
Yes.
Okay.
So yes.
Okay. So he pulls out a small gun. You said it looked like a 9mm.
Yeah, it seemed like a smaller caliber weapon. It had a brown handle. It was a black frame, I believe.
Okay. What did he do with the gun?
He just came straight up and pointed it right at me. I saw the muzzle of the gun.
Wow. Okay. How did that make you feel?
At that point, I thought He was going to shoot me. I thought, so I already knew he was dangerous from just what his warrants were.
Mm-hmm.
And then I did ask him like, hey, is there anything in the vehicle? He told me no.
Okay.
And then, at that point when he pulled the gun on me, I thought like, okay, I'm either gonna die or he's gonna try to shoot me.
Okay.
So that's why I fired at him.
Okay. So it made you feel like you were gonna die or he was gonna shoot.
Yes.
Okay. And the gun, he raised it directly at you.
Yes.
Where at you? Could you tell?
I couldn't tell at that point.
Okay.
No.
All right. Then you fired what you thought was 2 rounds.
Yes.
We've now clarified that was 4,
Yes.
right? At his direction, he fled.
Yes.
He went right on Beach Street.
Yes.
It's a southerly direction in general.
Yeah.
Kind of an odd road. Went about the roundabout, went on the highway 181, and then turned on Highlands Road.
Yes.
You said something interesting about Highlands Road. You're kind of familiar with that road.
Yes.
So, can you explain that to me?
So I previously worked for Bar 2. There's a business right there.
Okay.
And I know that the father owns the houses up there.
Okay.
So I knew that he did not live at those houses.
So you knew this guy didn't live there.
Yes, I knew that he didn't live there. And then just the layout, I thought it was just very weird that he pulled onto this road and was going up this.
Okay. How many houses are up there?
There's 2.
There's 2.
Yes.
And you knew this guy didn't live in those houses
Yes.
because of prior experience. All right. So he goes up, that road curves to the right, right? And you said you were worried about him ambushing, buried, something like that. Can you
Yes.
explain that a little more?
Like I said, with the layout of the road, I would have to go down into a dip, and he was already up on top on the road, so it just flattens out, so I couldn't see him when I was going up it.
Okay.
So I believe that he was either going to stop his vehicle and start firing at me, or
Okay.
he was going to go into one of the houses and
Okay.
barricade in there.
So when you said ambush, you thought he would stop,
Yes.
pose, and ambush, and
Yes.
shoot at you.
Yes.
And by barricade, you felt that he was concerned maybe he would go into one of these houses.
Yes.
Okay, that's what you meant. All right. I wanted to talk about your duty rifle and your handgun a little bit more.
Yes.
What kind of handgun are you gonna shoot?
It's a 9mm Smith & Wesson, or MP.
M&P?
Yes.
And that was at the time, right?
Yes.
That's the one that was used. How many magazines do you carry for that rifle?
I carry 2 on my belt and 1 in the gun.
Okay. And how's the gun loaded?
It's the magazine loaded to full capacity with 17 rounds, and then there's 1 in the chamber.
Okay. So in your gun you had 18?
Yes.
17 plus 1?
Yes.
Your magazines on your pouch, they're at full capacity
Yes.
too? Did I hear that right? Okay. All right, and then your rifle, how do you carry that?
Carry it with 28 rounds in the magazine. At this time, we had done a raid previously on a house, and I was working in the cruiser stop. So I did have a round in it, and I did not remember that.
Okay.
So I usually carry that rifle empty. So that's just, I was believing that the rifle was still empty. I forgot to unchamber it.
Okay.
So when I racked around into it, I also unwrapped the round.
So you ejected one?
Yes, and it was in my driver's seat floor, on the
Okay.
floorboard.
So that would mean now that you had 27 rounds in the rifle at the time?
Yes.
Okay. All right, cool. So we'll get back. Thank you. So, you keep following him. We're back on Highlands Road. He stopped. You stopped behind him. Remember that distance? How far were you back?
I'm gonna say like maybe at max 100 yards, and if from what I remember, maybe 100 yards, could have been closer, like 50 yards.
Okay, so 50 to 100 yards.
Yes.
All right. You got out, and you were, where were you at when you got out?
I got out and I was with my rifle in my driver's side.
Okay, then you had your rifle.
Yes.
And the door was open. You started yelling at the guy.
Yes.
Do you remember what you yelled to him?
I said, "Let me see your hands. I'm going to shoot you."
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. What was your intention with those commands?
To let him know that that I was going to do.
Mhm.
I wanted to see his hands, and then I also wanted to let him know, like, hey, If you don't comply, I'm going to shoot you.
Okay. All right. What was he doing at that time?
He was just still in the vehicle at that point, I believe. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So he's still in the vehicle. You said that he fired 2 rounds.
Yes.
Do you remember that in the moment, or was that something you caught off the video?
No, I remember in the moment that he fired 2 rounds.
Okay. So you heard the 2 rounds?
Yes. I believe he was trying to shoot me.
And you thought he
Yes.
was shooting at you?
Yes.
All right. How did you respond to that?
I believe that I responded back. I went on my passenger side, and when I heard those 2 rounds, I fired at him, and he was still in the vehicle, and it was a little weird on how he was,
Okay.
because he was not fully out of the vehicle, and then he was fully out of the vehicle. Like, I couldn't really see him at all, honestly.
Okay.
I could just see. Only thing that I honestly saw on him was his head at that point.
Okay.
It seemed like he was hunched over between the driver's side door and the inside of the truck.
Okay.
Yes.
And was the door open?
The door was open, and so that's when I fired my rifle at him in the at the direction or where he was at.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And so when you fired, he was obviously concealed by the back of the truck, right?
Mm-hmm.
And were you able to see his head at that point?
He kept popping his head in and out.
Okay.
It just like, I don't know how many times he did it, but he just kept popping his head in and out.
Okay. Okay. Eventually, you were able to see his head, and that's what you shot at.
Yeah. There were there was a pause after I was firing. There was a pause, and that's when I just saw his head. That was it.
Okay.
So that's when I fired the 1 round.
Okay. All right. He went down. You guys waited until you waited until backup units
Yes.
arrived. At that time, you guys approached.
Mhm.
Sounds like you didn't see him, right? Other officers approached him?
Yes.
Okay. They told you he was dead, and then you backed out, and that was the end of it for you.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Can you describe the guy to me?
There's
What did he look like?
older white male in his like 60s, 70s.
Okay.
He had a white ponytail, white beard, it was a longer beard. From his driver's license photo, it seemed like he gained a bit more weight. He was wearing blue jeans. I don't remember the color of his shirt. I just remember blue jeans. It's like what I remember from that.
Okay. Did you tell me his race? What was his race?
He was white.
Do you have any idea how tall or height, weight, any of that stuff? It's okay if you don't.
Like, do you want me to guesstimate on it? Like,
Yeah.
I believe he was like 5'9".
Okay.
He wasn't very, very tall. He was 200 pounds, probably like 240, 250 at
Okay.
that point.
He had a ponytail. He had a beard.
And just all of his hair was white.
Okay. White hair. Late 60s to 70s, you
Yes.
said? Okay. Did he yell anything at you or tell you anything?
Not from what I remember.
On the second stop, you didn't hear him say anything? You didn't see his injuries, obviously. You were separated immediately. Who was your buddy officer?
It was first Dupre Jacobs out of Socorro, and then Alexis Garcia came. He was one of my shift partners. He came, and that's who took me home.
Okay. Did you talk about the incident with him?
No.
Immediately preceding the incident, did you alter your uniform, change it, make any changes?
No.
Did you mess with or clear any rounds out of the gun?
No.
It was all exactly how it was. Okay. All right. Just reading my notes here. Do you have anything?
No, it looks like you've been hitting all the points and answering pretty well. It doesn't I haven't had any
Okay.
questions or concerns.
So the last thing we'll do is, if you're able to, would you please draw a diagram of the traffic stop at Testons? Kind of how the vehicles were and stuff. And then just on the, you can use the same paper, on the back side, a diagram of Highlands Road, how your vehicles were stopped and where you were at and things like that. Do you want me to draw it with your car? Just label it however you feel good doing it. It's fine. Okay, let me see. Thank you. Let me just make sure I understand it. So,
It's my unit.
that's yours?
That's the GMC truck, and then the house that was behind us.
Okay. Can you just mark out where he was at on the GMC and where you were standing? Cool. And then would you please just sign at the bottom for me on both pages? And then maybe on this one, can you just mark about where you were at when you fired? And obviously, I know it's not to scale. Thanks, man. Do you have any questions for me?
When am I, like, my name and all that's gonna be released?
I really don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It will be soon, more than likely.
Okay. I was told I can ask this, how many times was he actually hit at that point?
I haven't gotten the OMI report, so I can't tell you for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I saw his body and everything, but I still don't feel, I can't give you an accurate answer, you know what I'm saying, so. Alright. Okay.
Do you have concern with your name being released?
No.
No?
I just wanted to just know.
Okay. Because it seems like you're from that town, where you grew up.
No, I'm not from there.
You work there.
Mm-hmm.
You know quite a bit of people from there.
Just not everyone I know.
Just the bar two guys.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Okay. So no concern of like retaliation or
No.
your safety, something like that. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Mr. Robles, thanks for making the trip. Do you have any questions?
No, I'm good.
Alright, cool. We'll go ahead and end it there unless you have anything else.
No,
Okay. 11:52. I'll walk with you guys to the front. Okay. Would you mind shutting that down for me? Get out of here.
Can you recommend this vehicle? The Flex? Is it in the way? No. We actually just wanted to talk to that person, whoever owns it.
I think it's, let me ask them. If not, then it might be the person.
Hi there, is that your vehicle?
Yes.
The Flex?
Yes.
I'm Agent Imelda Sanchez with State Police. How are you, sir?
Doing well. How are you?
Doing good. This is Agent Class. We are following up on an incident that happened here at
Right.
Chevron. How long have you been here?
Since about 12:10.
Is that around the time the incident happened?
More or less, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you hear it?
I saw
Oh, you saw it.
That's
You're
why I'm
talking
still
to
here.
the right man. Right, you're talking to the right man.
it. No,
Wait,
it wasn't. I wasn't parked there when it happened. So.
Really? Okay. So, is it okay if I can ask you a few questions? We're doing the investigation to figure out what happened and what's going
Right.
on. So, do you have an ID with you?
Yes. We did. We do have it on video as well.
What do you mean?
We have cameras.
Oh,
We
on
have-
the Chevron?
Yeah, we have the whole thing on video.
Nobody has interviewed you?
No, they came. Well, the city police came by, took my ID, took my information, and they were like, "Okay, the state police, well, I want to talk to you. Just hang out here for a while." I said, "Okay."
Gotcha. Okay.
So that's where I've been.
No worries. Oh, thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to your driver license?
My mom's dog.
Oh.
I took it out of my wallet because I had to do a college test online. So you have to show your ID with your face so they can make sure you're the one doing your test.
Right.
And I set it down to do my test, did my test, was like, where the heck did my driver's license go? I just set it down. Her little puppy was over there. I was like, oh, okay.
Can you answer? You might need to put on speaker though. Is this a current address for you?
That is correct.
Okay, gotcha. And then 1311. All right, sir. Thank you so much. Is it okay if I can call you Rocky?
That's fine.
Okay. Rocky, so today there was an incident with state police here at the Chevron. Would you be able to tell me, what were you doing right before all of this
Well,
happened
I
today?
was actually, you can't see because of the giant bush. The one right here, the gray Nissan that's sitting right there in the parking lot, that McDonald's. Yeah, I was right behind it because those two poles, you see the two yellow poles? Those are like driveway 1 and driveway 2 for food. I was on the second one, so on the left-hand side, just in front of the door coming out right.
You were in your car?
Yes, I was in my vehicle. This way. Yeah, facing this way.
Facing south?
Yep.
You said right with the Nissan are?
Just behind where that Nissan is.
Okay.
You're right where those guys are walking right there is actually right where I was.
Okay. By the drive-thru?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you for that. We can keep going back.
Okay.
So, you were buying some food or?
Yeah, I'd already paid for it. They had me pull forward a little bit just to wait because they were finishing up like the fries and whatnot.
Okay.
And so they were waiting on, I was just sitting there waiting on food. So yeah, that's all I was doing, just sitting there waiting.
So what happened? What did you see? Around what time do you think this happened?
I can tell you because I called my mom because I told her I was going to run down here and check on our employees. Let's see. I called my mom at 12:12.
Oh,
That's why I called her. That was just after it happened.
like seconds after?
I would say, yeah, before, I would say that happened right as the state police officer's unit probably hit that tree over there as called. So that'd be right within that time frame.
By the Cocina restaurant?
Yeah, it was just past that. Yeah, probably probably about where that white truck is, about now is when I called.
All right.
So.
So what did you see?
As far as seeing, at first I was just sitting there. I noticed the white truck pulled over by our station because as I'm sitting there, I always look over here either to see if it's busy or what's going on. And I did see the white truck was pulled over, and I kind of laughed because at first I thought it was our employee because he has a truck, extended cab, long bed, similar kind of. His is gray, but that one's white. So I was like, "Oh, Preston get pulled over." I looked over here and saw Preston's truck. I was like, "Oh, it wasn't Preston. Okay, that sucks." So I went down on my phone, and then I heard pop, pop, and it was right. Well, I shouldn't say that. Right as they brought out my food, I rolled down my window, and they asked me, "Is that is this your order?" And I said, "Yeah." And then I heard pop, pop, and I looked back toward the station, and I saw the police officer retreating to the back of their vehicle, to the back of their unit. It would be the passenger side rear corner, and I heard pop, pop again, and then I saw the officer lean down, which I assume was where their radio was, to radio in what was going on. I saw the white truck then pull forward and pull through our pumps here and drive out. I saw the police officer get back in their unit and take off in pursuit that way. I then called my mom and said, "Hey, I know you're downtown, stay wherever you're at." They just had a shooting, or I said they had shots fired at the station. I said they headed toward town, just stay where you're at. I said I'm going to run over across the street to the station to make sure all of our employees are okay. And so that's when I pulled in over here. Both my employees had stepped out at that time, so I saw they were both okay. I asked them, they said they're okay. And me and Preston walked over there, and that's why the cones were over there, because we grabbed cones because we saw shell casings on the floor, and I was like, they're going to want to investigate it. So we marked it off of cones so that no trucks or anything was going to be driving through there, messing up any shell casings or anything like that.
Okay. And I'm sorry, who's Preston?
Preston's my employee. He's right over here.
Okay.
That's his truck actually by the pump right there. So,
Oh, number 5.
yep.
Okay.
So that's his truck right
How
there.
many cones did you put out there? Approximately. So we know
Six, 7?
Yeah, I think it was 6.
Was it 6, Preston?
I just waited right here and
6
Okay.
cones?
Yeah,
Okay.
because we took 3, and I was like, no, we're gonna need more cones. Oh, there's one more right there. Yep.
Oh, awesome.
So.
When Sun calls, she's right here. I know that. Okay, so you placed the 6 cones around the casings?
Around the just kind of the whole area. So we didn't know how big of an area the incident occurred in, and so we just kind of covered up that whole area over there.
That was smart. Thank you so much for doing that.
Hey, the cops aren't here for me, Mom. I promise.
Let me put that out there first.
Yeah, I'm like, it's not for me.
I told him when the sun calls, Mom is right there. Okay, so you placed the cones, and then what happened after that?
After that, we just kind of sat back and my mom showed up because she wanted to make sure we looked and we didn't think anything about the pumps. We did walk around the diesel pumps because it actually happened closer to the curb. There's probably from where you can see where the cones are. The cones would be between the pumps and where the incident happened. So we went and we didn't look and see if any stray bullets might hit our pumps or anything like that, or our building or anything like that. Because I couldn't see exactly where direction the fire was or where bullet flight would have gone. So we just wanted to make sure all of our pumps were good, no glass was broken or anything like that. And we just kind of did a real quick search around and of our equipment and didn't see anything damaged. And so then I just said, all right. I said, we'll just kind of sit here and make sure no one drives through this area until investigators show up. We saw a couple police units drive by city and sheriff's departments, went up by Walmart and stuff like that, but no one stopped here. So we were like, okay, that's a smart idea to do your winter wipers.
Did you, by any chance, see the driver of the vehicle?
I did, but again, I was at McDonald's when he was driving by, so it was just kind of a short at distance. If you want me to describe him, I would say probably older gentleman, just from the shoulders up is about what I saw. I would say probably a heavier set guy. I wouldn't be able to give you height or anything like that. I would just say heavier set because in his pickup, I would say he filled up most of the window. And so that's why I kind of say bigger, heavier set guy. I would say white, Caucasian. As far as hair goes, I I don't really know. I wouldn't be able to give you hair color or anything like that. If
That's
it was
okay.
light. That'd be about as far as the driver goes. I'd be able to tell.
Did you see anybody else in the vehicle?
I did not notice anybody else in the vehicle.
Okay. Do you remember what type of truck he was driving?
Yeah, like I said, I thought it was Preston, so it'd be a Chevrolet extended cab, white. I don't know if it's a short bed or long bed. I want to say long bed. And I think it was a long bed, white, and like I said, it looked like it had paint missing in some portions of it. So,
Did it have a camera shot, I think?
probably camera would probably show it.
I have video.
Was the officer by himself, or did he have somebody else with him?
I did not see another officer, just a single officer is
One
all I
officer.
saw.
Okay, that's
Uh,
fine.
That's all I can say I saw.
And you weren't here, right, Mom?
No, I was not there.
No, she was downtown eating
He
lunch.
called and said, don't come. And I said,
He did
what?
say that.
Yeah.
You said you heard pop pop. Was it only two?
No, I know I heard 4. I'm trying to think if I heard more than that. I know I heard 4.
Okay. Would you be able to tell me they were like continuous, or was there a
No, there was a gap between them.
A gap.
Yeah, so it was two rapid, and then a gap, and then 2 more.
Wait.
So it was pop pop, and then there was a pause, and then pop pop.
Okay.
So it was 2 back to back, and then a pause, and then 2, a double tap again.
All right. Did you ever see the driver of the truck get out of the vehicle?
I did not. I did not. By the time when I was talking, when I heard it and looked over, the driver was in the vehicle and the officer was retreating to the back of their unit. But I never saw the driver out of the unit.
Any weapons?
The only weapon I saw was the police officer's weapon because I couldn't really see in the vehicle of the driver. So the only weapon I can officially say I saw was the police officer's.
38.
Okay. Excuse me. And you said the truck went in the direction.
So the
east
truck,
on,
yeah.
What's this road right here?
This would be Date Street.
Date. Okay.
So yeah, the truck came from around the diesel pumps, come around on this gravel right here, went.
Through the parking lot.
Yeah, I can't remember if they went between the pumps or on the other side of the pumps. I couldn't tell from that side. If it was, I don't remember. And then they drove through here, passed the white vehicle, went out here, and then went out the stop sign and went out here. And headed east on Bay.
I'm here. I'm here.
I do.
Do you know about how long that one's been blocked off?
I do not know about.
You might be here for a while.
The business owner.
But let me ask, because it was just this portion here. But let me get back to you. Do we have a phone number for her?
Yes.
I mean, it's no big deal. You're just checking.
I get it.
No, the only reason I'm here is
That's
because
my cell number. That's my number.
I work at the school and I'm the bus mechanic and the bus drivers are like, when are the diesel pumps gonna be open so we can get gas? I'm
Yeah, we have a
like,
contract with bus drivers.
Oh, do you?
and They fill up these, huh?
At what time do they come?
they're already on their runs. So they're, yeah, I had one already come by, I texted them and told them, hey, you guys, you don't have, you won't be able to get diesel.
Okay, I'll go check on that for you.
I mean, it's okay, they can come in the morning or whatever, but
Okay,
Oh, that's the array one, they're going to array, so.
okay. So after you saw the vehicle take off east on Date Street, did you call 911 or?
I did not call 911. I called my mom to let her know what happened at the station and that I was coming over here to check our employees and make sure no one was hurt. And I was on the phone with her the whole way over here.
Okay,
So
all right.
I
Anything else?
figured, I'll be honest, I didn't figure to call 911 because I figured that officer had already radioed and I would just chatter.
Yeah.
So I was more concerned about my employees here if a stray bullet or something. So
Anything else?
2.
that maybe
Then I'll
helped
be
the
back at,
investigation or anything
I
like
have
that, you
meeting at
know?
3. I'll be back
I mean,
at
that's all that comes to mind right now. I'm trying to think of anything. You know, it always happens 2 in the morning. You'll be like, oh yeah. No, nothing comes to mind right now that I can think of. Like I said, I'm trying to think of any details or anything like that. Like I said, I never got a chance to get license plate number or anything like that of the truck.
She's gonna show
Yeah.
the videos.
Yeah, if you want to watch the video, we've got it pulled up in there.
Alright, okay. So then I will go ahead and then interview concluded.
It'll take long.
Sorry.
That's okay. Thank you.
Very good work. Back is slow. How about the blue bag? Is the blue bag slow too?
So, is it Yanedi? Yeah. Okay. Excuse me. So, one of the investigating incidents just right across the street. They gave me your information because I guess to my understanding you were identified as a witness.
Oh yeah, I was there.
You saw everything? Okay, this is my camera.
Okay.
So I'll just put it right here.
I
Okay.
didn't see much. I just seen like what happened in the meantime.
Okay. All right. So how do you? Let me see if I have this right. Okay, because sometimes the officers take down the wrong name or information.
Okay.
Yanedi, is it spelled Yanellie?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you say your last name?
Moreno?
Oh, Moreno.
Yes.
Okay. Is your date of birth?
Yes, ma'am.
And your phone number is it 575-297-7708?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Yanedi, would you be able to just kind of start just briefly from right before the incident happened and walking me through what you were doing and then what you heard?
We were in the middle of our school rush.
Okay.
So, yeah.
What time was that?
Like, what was it? I don't know. It was busy, so it was like 11 to 12, I could say. I can't give a specific time.
Okay. Then tell me about that. What happened?
So we're all just working. You know, I'm the one in the front that takes the food outside to the cars. You know what I mean? That's my job to take the food to the parked cars. So I was like, they're like, can you take out these like 2 parked cars? So I went out there, and all of a sudden I was like, here, this is your food, and it wasn't his. So I went back around, and it wasn't his, and then I came back inside, and then that's when it happened. When I came back to bring the guys their food, I asked them it wasn't his. And then the shooting just started happening so fast. And then the guy was like, just duck down. And I ducked down. Okay. That was pretty much it. It just happened so fast.
So what did you hear? How many shots? What kind of sound did
Well, I
it
heard
sound like?
first, like, someone shot first, and then someone shot back. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So
'Cause I heard a couple shots, like 6 shots.
like 6
Yeah.
shots. So tell me, I know you said it was like somebody shot and then they shot back.
Yeah.
Was it the sequence that you heard? Like they
Yeah,
were
they
feet-
think.
Tell me about that.
So I was like, you know, you just see a car pulled over your nose. I'm gonna look and see, you know what I mean? And all of a sudden, I just see like him speed off and then him get back in his car. But it took a couple minutes to get back in his car.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what kind of car did you see that was pulled over?
It was a white truck with the like, what are those? The back beds that had like the wides.
A white truck. Are you talking like an extended one?
Yeah, like
when they have another
it was like a Ford
compartment?
truck, Ford big truck with those back beds.
Ford big truck?
Yeah, with the back beds, I guess. The width, they're like, I don't know.
You're gonna have to have something to absorb the inertia.
Okay. So, and then what happened? You see the truck pulled over, you hear shots fired,
Yeah.
and then what else do you hear?
I just see him drive off and the cop right behind him, and that was the end of that.
Okay.
We're still on the road, still got about 2 hours still before we get to our destination.
Did you get to see the driver of the white truck?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Let me go back to the shots fired.
Okay.
The sequence that you heard, how did it sound like? And you can make sounds, how because we have like one, or
Yeah.
bam, bam,
Like,
bam. Or
boom, like, I don't know, shots.
was there a space or a gap in between?
No, it was like boom, boom,
Consecutive?
boom, yeah.
And you said about 6?
Yes.
And then you ducked down as soon as you heard the
Yeah,
first.
because the guy that was taking the food, he's like, I think those are gunshots. And he's like, go back inside. So I went back inside. As fast, yeah.
Any questions?
Yeah, so you said that somebody was shooting, and then what did you think that somebody shot back or fired back? Like,
Well, I was talking to the guy, so obviously I wasn't like really hearing because me and him were having a conversation. So I was like, I just heard like boom, 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 you know, and then ducked back. You know what I mean? So yeah.
and then everything was just like one gunshot after the other.
Yeah. So it was him, and then like a little space, and then boom, boom again. You know how you shoot back?
So it was a little space.
Yeah, it
between.
was a little, yeah, like a second, I say, not much. Because it looked like he knew he was shooting back, so obviously he wanted to shoot back, you know, to protect himself. So I was like,
Okay.
well, that's what I think will happen, because like obviously he just ran off, you know what I mean?
Did they all sound the same? Like
Yeah,
the
they
gunshots?
sound the same to me.
So pretty loud.
Yeah, pretty loud.
All right. And are you hurt or anything like that?
Oh, no, I came back inside right away. So yeah.
Okay, that's all the questions.
Alright.
Thank
Sorry.
you, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Why is it showing us 1226?
Did you say you saw any damage on anything in your
We
property?
did not see any damage on the property. No, when the city police they showed up and they started taping off the diesel, the one side of the diesel pumps. We just I went and looked at our canopy and stuff like that, and didn't see anything.
I'm going to bring up the one basic camera that it's got.
Maybe got a while there.
It was 12 2.
Yeah, it was like right at about 12:10. I told you at 12:12.
Yeah, you don't tell a business owner there's been shots fired at the business. Don't come out. You know, I've got employees here.
I told you I was coming to check on them.
Yeah, but
You're not even first responder certified.
No.
He's gonna show us the video. You wanna come see it?
Huh?
She's gonna show us the video.
Oh, we just need a copy of it. We'll see
Oh.
it later.
You don't want to see
The
it now?
consent.
The copy of the video.
Oh.
We don't need to view it.
Would you be able to get us a copy then?
Yes,
Okay.
I can get you a copy. Does anybody have a flash drive for me to put it on?
Do you have one on you?
In my unit. That's what you need?
Yeah.
A thumb
I
drive?
can put it on one of mine.
About how big? No, we'll get one of ours. About how big do you think?
Because
Gig
I
or
don't.
two?
Huh?
A gig or two?
A gig.
Yeah.
Huh?
I mean, honestly, you only need probably about 500 megabytes.
Okay.
Alright, give me a few.
That'll work.
I'll be back with a thumb drive.
Okay. Okay. Let me. Fast forward. Fast forward. Fast forward. It's getting close.
Yeah, see, the officer pulling.
There could have been witnesses that left.
That I was wondering if that homeless guy that was over here on the corner, if he was here during it or not. I don't know.
I know there's out there talking to you.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing him there or not.
Should be any minute now.
Right there. So you're seeing this right from across the street, Rocky?
Like I said, I'm not sitting there intently watching it. I saw when they pulled in, because like I said, at first I thought it was Preston. So I was like, oh, poor Preston. I was like, oh, that's not Preston. Okay, no big deal.
These don't have audio, right?
No.
Not that far out, no.
Let me just see. Do you mind if I just finish it real quick?
Do you want to finish watching it, Mom?
Oh yeah, I was just. I'm sorry. I was
Right there.
All right, yeah.
right here, but then you see him go through there and out there.
Oh, I gotcha.
See?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, there he goes. There he goes.
Oh, okay.
Or, there you go. And then you'll see him right there.
Mm,
I was just adding the other videos.
I gotcha.
And then there's the officer going the same way.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
How does it stop?
12. So I will. That's my
Okay.
alarm.
All right, so the other agent is gonna, excuse me, is gonna come and bring the USB. Do you know if your employee, did he see anything? Did he?
I don't think he said when he got out there, the officer was already getting into their unit and beginning pursuit. The white truck was already driving past, and that's when he went out because the guy went through, and then he went out and saw the officer getting in their unit and pursuit.
Okay.
The cashier told me, of course, this is what she told me, because I asked, did you hear the bullet here? She says, yeah, but I thought it was coming from the shop, because there's always noises. They're working tires and there's noises. And she, pretty soon, Preston, the one in the back, came up and said, was that shots fired? She said, I don't know, I thought it was you. And he stepped outside, and that's when he saw that.
Okay.
So I don't think they saw anything.
Okay.
And
Sounds
it's not
good.
the cashier we have here now.
It was a different
It
cashier.
was a different cashier.
Okay.
She left it too.
Do you mind if we can speak to the employee
No,
real quick?
I don't mind.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Thank you so much. And we'll be right back.
I'm gonna leave,
Uh-huh.
and I'll be back in an hour and try and record that this afternoon.
Okay. All right. That'll work, ma'am. Are you leaving like right now this minute?
Well, I had an appointment at 3.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good.
If it's okay.
Yes, that's fine. So do we give the USB to your son or?
The son or the cashier, either way.
Okay. Okay. Sounds
They'll
good.
give it to me, and I'll record it, and then get a hold of you guys.
My phone number. Okay. All right. Thank you, ma'am. Do you? Oh, he's here. She's about to. So it might be limited the information that he has, but at least if he can tell us how many shots he heard or what he heard, it would be helpful. Ask him. He can ask him a few questions just briefly, like.
Preston.
No way.
Clear up. You'll talk. I'm talking to the. No, I'm waiting for the owner to come back so she can search or sign the consent to search. No, she was just in the restaurant, but lucky asked me to just
here and get it signed.
Oh, yeah, the Chevron house.
How's it going?
Let's go.
Thank you. How are you? You want me to step on this week, please? Sure, manager.
Gentleman come in. Trish isn't going to be back until around 4. Her son is right in there.
That's Preston.
No, Preston's son. Rocky is her son.
Rocky.
Is she the only one with access to the cameras?
Yes, she's the only one at the moment with access to like the whole computer itself. Like we have a key to the office.
That's it.
She'll be back at 4.
You said it was what?
Trish.
And I'm okay with this. So they'll be around 4 o'clock.
It might be old. They might be old. There's that one, and then maybe somebody drove over that. This one here? Mm-hmm. I don't know. I just saw it right now that I got out. How are you?
Hi, doing good on you?
Good.
Oh, there's another one over there.
Oh yeah, see, I just barely got out right now, and I was like, what the hell?
9.
Oh shit.
One here.
2.
This one doesn't. I don't know. It might be fresh. Yeah, we'll tell Justin. We'll shoot over here or no?
No, there's no shooting.
Yes,
Right?
sir.
2. And not, why would
Oh,
you?
right there. Oh, I lost it. Right there.
Oh, wait, that minute. It might be. I mean, they're too close together.
They're on a weird side though. He's driving that way.
Did they come through here?
No, I don't even think it ever came through here. From my knowledge, it started at the Chevron and went.
Yeah, no, they do come through here. They'll come through here.
Oh, they did?
It's a
The
dead
truck's
end
over
up
there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they
you
come
go
through
straight.
here.
It's a dead end. So this is the only way in.
Oh,
that
it's a dead
makes
end?
sense.
Oh, I don't know then.
Yeah,
fuck.
this is the only way in.
probably-
It's
Yeah, no, the video shows them coming in and then going up this way.
Oh,
okay.
fuck yeah. This is probably.
It's kind of on the weird side though. They're traveling that way. And I don't see them stopping on the video either.
You don't? Yeah, no, this is the only way through.
We got presentations already.
This is the only way through.
Let's go look over here and see if we see any more casing. People, I don't feel like someone right now from it.
Maybe, I don't know. I just
Well, good thing
thought,
you saw it, because if it is a part of it, then that this is an active 10
that we're all fucking.
What happened?
Shit.
Yeah, we found. It's right by Marina's unit, the casings.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we don't
So I
know.
got
They
out, I
said
was
they
like,
don't. In the video, they don't know if they
what
see
the
him
heck
stop
is
him.
this?
But we don't know, so.
Yeah, they might be old.
Yeah, I had to yell at Marina. I was like, hey, what are you doing? That's kidding.
Where's the agent?
They're in here.
Oh, they're more up there too.
Yeah.
Because the cars up there.
What color are the casings?
They're nines.
Color.
Gold?
They're gold.
Well, actually, they're nice.
Look at it.
They're right here, you can see. No, wait, what?
They said it looks like a 40 though.
No, well, we have nines. What do you mean? Oh, true that.
Yeah, but that's true, but the fucking.
What? There's one right here.
The one that it looks like, I don't know what the guy
Get
was
this.
There's one over here.
Yeah, that one's pretty buried.
This one's kind of new. It's all shiny still.
No, that one, and then there's one more over there. From my unit.
It could just be older.
I don't know, but why would people be shooting at
Just tell dispatch to see when the last shot fired told.
They're looking at the video.
Yeah, they're looking at all that video right now.
Because he has a good scheme on him whenever he comes here. So, who's driving the SUV? You? Oh no, it's
Morales.
Did they go through here? Yeah. Morales, are you moving your next one?
Careful with the casings. Can we mark them? Do you guys have anything?
I have spray.
Yeah,
That's all I have. Oh, just look, man, they're probably old. Mira, no, they're probably old. Look.
There's more there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's a berm right here. Maybe it's on the tree.
Just smell it, see if it smells fresh.
Let's just mark them. We'll tell crime scene and they can figure it out.
Okay.
Look at their decision.
Do you want to spray then or no?
Yeah, just spray it. Like all these you can put through them and just mark them. That way nobody runs them over. And then we'll do it. Aqui.
What? What do you want from Oh, sorry, I thought I sent it. I just sent it right now. Okay. Bye. Hey, can I come? Sure. Let me put this in the back. Just leave your unit there right now. Oh no, I'm okay. I'll probably, yeah, I want to, but I'll probably get it covered. I'm good. Thank you. You're careful. You're in a big girl. You guys can't go over there? Who the fuck do you think you are? I thought you were over here. I was gonna, thought you were in the end. Oh, my little flap underneath my car is all fucked up. You should, gee, the new guy. Is this your case? Bye. Underneath, look at my thing under there. Look at under my
I'll see you. The one down there?
Watch this. Ugh, look at that. Under my unit, the block hanging?
Oh, yeah. Confirming the medians.
Hello, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good.
I'm Sergeant Water with State Police.
Yes, sir.
And I was just seeing if you were home when everything happened.
Here's the funny thing. I had just walked in my house.
Oh, really?
And my dogs in the back started barking, so I went to the kitchen window because we have a lot of illegals up here. So I went to my kitchen window with this little one. She ran to the front door, so I opened the front door and I hear, go to the ground and show me your hands. And then I hear gunshots and I went back in. I thought, I'm out.
Do you know about how many gunshots you
I
think you
don't.
heard? Just
I know that there was more than one.
okay.
But I went back in because I didn't know what was. I had just come home for lunch, and there was nothing. And then they started raising Cain, and I always look because of the illegals we get up here.
Yeah.
And so when I looked, I came out front because she came to the front door mad, like now, and that's when I seen the state cop up here. Yeah, that one up there. And I heard him say, get on the ground, show me your hands. And then I heard some gunshots and I said, I'm out.
Do you know about what time this was at?
Well, I got here at 8 minutes after 12.
Okay.
Probably, I don't want to say because I'm not sure. You know, I got here at 8 minutes after.
So you got home, you went inside, and they weren't there yet, right, when you got home?
No, and that's what why I looked outside is because there was nothing when I pulled in. And I was talking to my son on the phone, and I come in and I said, okay, I'm home for lunch, because they're paranoid. So I said, I'm home for lunch. And I walked in the house, my dogs in the back started throwing a fit, and they ran that way. Well, I looked through my kitchen window and didn't see anything. Well, she ran to this front door. And I came out like a dummy. I come outside, and that's when I hear I seen the state cop car because of the lights. And I thought, what the heck? You know, it shocked me. And then I seen the white pickup, and I heard the cop say, show me your hands, get on the ground, and then shots. And I'm like, oh, I'm back in.
Now, just so I know from my point of view, so I don't want to get anything confused. Did you actually see the officer? And
I saw him at the back of the car.
Okay.
Of his cop car.
Do you remember what he was doing exactly?
He was just standing there. I don't know if he had a gun because I didn't look.
Okay.
I seen him and heard what he said, and I'm like, oh no.
Okay.
Because if they see a single woman, are they going to try to come after me?
Yeah.
Whoever they're chasing? I don't know. You know?
Yeah, were you standing right here, or were you inside your residence looking out through your door?
I came right out here like this and saw the cop car and the truck, and the cop behind the car.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if he had a gun or not, but I wasn't going to stick around outside.
Okay, so then after that you went
Yes.
back inside. Did you hear or see anything else after that?
Nope.
Okay.
Did you call anybody?
No. Jared Bartu from Bartu Sand and Gravel, he came up and he knocked on my window over there, and it scared me, and I thought, oh my God. So because I don't want to get shot, so I heard those gunshots and went in the house and locked my doors.
Yeah.
And I went into the kitchen that meets the laundry room where there's no windows. I know, stupid, but I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, exactly.
So Jared knocked on my window, and then he knocked on my door, and I opened the door, and everybody was here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then my husband called me, because he works for Bartu's, and he said, Jared just called me and said, something's going on up there. You stay in the house. Do not go outside. I said, okay. He said, lock all the doors and stay away from windows. Well, I knew that. You know, my son was a cop too. So that's what I done.
Was there anyone else here? Anyone that saw anything?
No. My niece and my daughter, or my sister-in-law and my daughter showed up, but she stopped back there. It was after everything.
Oh, okay.
And there was 2 ambulances. And the sheriff's office and the city police were up here.
Okay.
So everything had happened by the time they got up here. But no, I stayed inside because I'm still shaky.
Yeah, no, I imagine. And just so I can document everything from my end, what you saw and things you saw from your perspective, do you mind if I get your ID?
No, I don't mind. Come on in. My dog's locked up.
Okay, no worries.
And see, I always lock that screen door when I come in at lunch because I never know who's around here.
Yeah.
So, don't look at my house. It's a mess.
No,
But
you're doing completely fine.
See, my dogs are mad back there.
Yeah, no, I got you exactly.
Who lives down the road?
Howard Bartu.
Is he home right now, or do you know? Or?
That I don't know. I know he's been real sick. And his son Jared that was here, he had called him and told him you can't come in or out. You have to go the back road if you go out.
Okay, so there's another way into that.
I guess. I didn't know that. Yeah, this is actually Howard's house too.
Oh, really?
We just rent from him.
And Tammy, what's a good phone number for you?
575-740-5720.
What about that white truck out there? Have you ever seen that before?
No, and you know, we have a lot of traffic up here, and they'll go to that gate. Well, if my husband's home, he'll go out and see what they want. and they'll just turn around and haul buns out.
Yeah.
Why he, she, whatever, I don't even know if it's male or female, but why they pulled up here, that's my husband. Honey, I'm fine. They'll let you come home, right?
Yeah, he's not.
Yeah, I'm talking to two.
And
No. Okay. All right. Okay. Love you, bye. No. Love you, bye. They wasn't gonna let him in.
And tell me, what's the address here?
It's High Wind Road, number 27.
are you in the city or in the county?
Some say I'm still in the city, but some say I'm in Elephant Butte, and some say I'm in the county, so I don't know. I get my mail in Tier C at the post office, because I don't know.
Because that was going to be my next question. Is it Tier C or Elephant View?
I don't know.
Okay.
And it's sad, because I was born here, but I don't know where it begins and ends, you know?
Okay, 27 Highwind Road.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, there you go, ma'am. Anything that you remember that we haven't asked, or anything that's coming to your memory now that we're talking
No,
to
that's what I told you is what I seen and what I heard.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't going back outside.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you.
I dealt with, you know, I've been on ranches where we dealt with illegals in the past, but nowadays, I'm sorry, but no. And I do have guns, but I don't want, if somebody tried to break into my home, then I'd have to protect myself.
Yeah.
But I stood right back here. There was no windows or nothing, because my husband and everything, you know, and my son. So, they've always told me if you ever get in a crossfire, that's probably my husband.
Yeah, I think he's just showing up.
Yeah.
Well,
But
okay, Tammy, well, I appreciate you
that's
taking...
what I heard. I heard the cop tell the guy, show me your hands and get on the ground. And then I thought, oh man. So I started to walk in and I heard gunshots.
Yeah.
I don't know who fired them, but I did see the cop at the end of his car.
Yeah, okay.
But I don't know if he had a gun.
Yeah, okay. I
So-
definitely appreciate that. Oh, that sounded like the
She's
dog
a
came
little
out.
terrier.
Well, I appreciate the time.
Not a problem. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
You guys stay safe. This is getting crazy.
Yeah, we'll do.
And little Tier C.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
You know they don't belong here, and they're peeking through the window about like that. So we run them off. Thank God she didn't run them off.
Well, I didn't know nothing was going on until little Patches started barking.
Well,
And that's
lady
when
down there hill almost didn't let me up there.
Yeah. No worries.
Pretty strict.
Yeah, well, you guys have a good day.
Take care. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.